What's good, y'all? So today started off on a really high note. First off, I woke up before my alarm, and not like in that annoying way like I couldn't sleep. No, I just woke up like, let's get the day started. What time is it? Oh, an hour before my alarm was set to go off. Dang. All right, whatever. Let's just get up and start my day. Cool. So I walk into the bathroom to wash my face, brush my teeth, whatever. So I walk into the bathroom, I flip the light on, and then I was like, yo, I look good. Like, I'm over here talking to myself in the mirror. I was like, yo, you look good, my guy. Like, I was just like, yo, your hair seems to be growing faster for some reason. What's going on? Like, I really just started off my day appreciating myself. And I was just thinking about that as I was driving to my job site. And I was like, yo, there are really people out here that can't do that. And I'm not flexing or anything like that. It's just like, actually, no, screw it. I am flexing on that. People can't do that. There was a point in my life where I couldn't do that. I couldn't give myself a compliment. If you paid me, gun to my head, say, give yourself a compliment right now. I would just say, yo, just shoot, bro. Just shoot. And there are some people that are there because your level of self-love is so low. There are people that hate themselves so much that they would rather make a whole new persona instead of just working on the real you. That's crazy. Or the real them, whatever. That's crazy to me. Like, you are Bob. You are Stacy. Cool. So why is it then that you don't want to give even 1% of your energy to make Bob and Stacy the best version of themselves, but you'll completely scrap that and go out there on social media and such and pretend to be somebody that you're not? Doesn't that take double energy to not only be Bob and Stacy, but then to go out there and literally create a whole new version of yourself, a whole new lie that you have to maintain out there for the public to see? You hate yourself so much that you have completely abandoned the original you and said, no, I'm not going to work on Bob. I'm going to make myself Fabio. And I am the ladies' man. And I am so confident and rich. Yes, Fabio, this made up version of yourself is, but Bob is sitting there starving in the corner. The real you is sitting there starving in the corner, just just give me food, just feed me energy, just help me, let me grow. But nah, you're going to ignore the real you and go feed Fabio. Let me go in the opposite way with this. Ladies, the Stacys out there, your Stacy is sitting there groveling in the corner. Stacy is a nice, intellectual, intuitive individual. But you went out there and made Tanya. I'm just making up names. It's like you went out there and made this new persona, Tanya, right? And Tanya's a bad bitch. Tanya is very promiscuous. Tanya does all this crazy stuff because she gets all the attention that Stacy was lacking. So you go out there and you make this fake version of yourself. You're getting all this attention, but then when you're back home by yourself, when you're back home with yourself, when you're back home with being Stacy, you're still sad. So when you walk outside that door, when you take all those pictures, when you do all that type of stuff, you're feeding Tanya this fake entity that you created in your mind. But the real you, Tanya, just wants to sit at home and read a book. But you're not happy with that because intellect is not attractive. You have to put out all the goods out there. You need to put on this false image to get all this attention from people. This is the world that we live in. And then our young people are idolizing these people. I can't stand the Nicki Minaj's and Cardi B's and Meg Thee Stallions. I can't stand them. All these talented women, and they are like shadowing their talent by putting all the goods out there. Don't get me wrong. I don't have a problem with women showing what they got. But it's just like, to me, it's just like, yo, fam, that's too much. Like, I understand that there's things that we do as adults, but it's like, you're doing something wrong when, like, Cardi B, there's like the video of her like turning her music off when her child walked into the room. So are you setting a good example that you have to hide this little image, this facade, this character that you have created? because sometimes I feel like, I'm not speaking for them, just speaking very generally now. It's like I feel like a lot of these rappers, a lot of these songwriters, or not songwriters, these singers, rappers, actresses, whatever. It's like I feel like that they know that they cannot give up that persona anymore. You know, that persona is what makes all their money. That persona is what gives them all that claim to fame. You know, all these rappers out here, you know, like they're like, yeah, I was fucking the baddest bitch. Yeah. The bitch is all on my dick. Yeah. But then at home, they're introverts. They don't care. They have the same mentality I do with certain women, you know, but they put on this persona because that's the character that people like. They don't like John Smith. They like Money. Well, that's actually a real rapper, but like, you know, I was about to say Moneybag Gangster. Like I was about to make a very generic name, but there are Moneybag rappers out there. But nevertheless, you know, they like Real Gangster Man. Like that's the rapper name. They like that. So I'm going to keep on pulling up that persona when the real you is dying, when no one knows the real you. They know this fake version of you. Why do you want people to know the fake version of you? Yeah, but that's the side of me that they like. So you made this fake version of you, and that's the love that you receive. So your foundation was built on fakeness. So that's, in translation, fake love. You are receiving nothing but fake love because people don't know the real you. You know? I don't know how all this started from me like hyping myself up because I want people to feel that level of love. You know, like for example, I haven't listened to the entire album yet, but like Kendrick Lamar, like he just came out with his album. And it's not like, so far from what I've heard, it's not like the typical boom baps and just hard rap is like, and so far from what I've heard, like I've only listened like the first like 3-4 songs so far. But like nevertheless, it's a whole album about shadow work. Him just like being real and just telling you all this deep, dark secrets, all this energy, this negative energy that he's been holding, he's just releasing it to the world. He's like, I don't care if it ain't the boom baps. It's like, this is what I wanted to create. I'm an artist. I made this. That's some real stuff, at least to my knowledge. I'd rather deal with this version than the typical rap stuff where we're talking about money, drugs, killing people, all that type of stuff. Women rappers, you know, like it's like, oh, I popped this pussy. Like, don't get me wrong. Yeah, we do that in our private lives, but is that all that you have to offer the world? You know, I would love for Cardi B's, Megan Thee Stallion to have like a rap album where they just say, you know what, I want to take care of my kids. I actually enjoy being in a relationship, because these bad bitch anthems are the ones destroying our young women. And by young women, I mean like me, the 20-something-year-old women. You know, I don't need no man. I got this. I can get it on my own. I'm a bad bitch. But then they go back home to their husbands. They make that music and then go back home to their boyfriends and husbands. These women that are talking about how they don't need no man go back home to their men. But they have you singing these lyrics, and every time a man slightly pisses you off, y'all be quick to throw that hand in people's face because y'all got that energy from that music, that fake persona music. You know? Yeah, I'm tough. Any dude walk up to me, I'ma shoot him. Any dude say some stupid stuff to me, I'ma punch him, I'ma beat his ass. You know you ain't like that. What's the point? I walk up to you and say, yo, your shoes look ugly. And you're going to risk going to jail? You're going to catch a whole case because I said your shoes were ugly? So you just said resort to violence. You woke up and chose violence today. Like, do you even believe that message? Because we have so many rappers, like you be seeing them in their songs and their lyrics. Yeah, I got that thing on me. I got that thing on me. Gang. And then you see a video where somebody presses them and you see them running away. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't get me wrong. I get the music is entertainment. I get, but then there's a point where you have to take responsibility for that. I know I went straight to the celebrities, but they're the main reason why, especially in the black community, that we're like this. You know, I think it was Crank Lucas, and he had and I know I'm just going all over the place at this point, but like it was he was talking, like he made a video like the evolution of rap, and then like at first it was like, I walked down the street and I saw a cat. You know, it started off like just like, hey, things I see in my world. Then, like, during the Reagan era, okay, we start talking a little bit about drugs. Man, drugs did this, drugs did that, but then we talked about how it's cool because you adapted. We adapted from that community, or from that environment, so we adapted. So then, hey, well, if this is going to be all up in our community, I might as well benefit myself. So then people start selling the drugs. But then as he progressed through the thing, it's like selling the drugs, like saying, like, I'm selling the drugs because I had to, right? But then you go on to the next decade, I'm selling the drugs because it makes me cool. And then I get these bad bitches, and I get the money, and I get the chains, and half the time they're wearing fake jewelry anyway. It's like they're teaching you riches through consumerism. That's fake persona that we have now adopted as truth, and it's not. And then as he progressed through the video, it's then all the byproducts where they're just like drapping the drug addict rappers that came out at the same time. These drug addict rappers, I'm a real gangster, I'm a real, I've been popping me a Zan, I'm a sipping on a lean. Like, what? You can literally see the timeline of us killing ourselves because we're believing in fake truths. So, if people were just being their authentic selves, you would be like, wait, I don't really feel my best when I take these drugs. When I take these drugs, I kind of, see the truth in things, but it doesn't make me feel good. Huh. Like, what was it? Like the dude Juice WRLD. You see in like half of these people's lyrics, they're begging for help, but we love the entertainment. We love the character, and that's all we care about. But if the real person wants to say something that goes to the opposite of that, oh, he ain't real. Oh, she ain't real. She faking it. Yeah, they're all faking it. But you want to believe that message because it's a bop, because it has a boom bop and some bass to it. Like that type of stuff bothers me. Like, don't get me wrong, some people are living that life. I get it. And like, if that's your real, honest to God truth, then, I don't support the message. I recommend you changing your ways, but that's your truth, But like I said, it's like, sex sells. The gangster rap sells. There was a video I was watching. I don't know how I got to this topic, but we in there. Where it was like, a white man on stage. And he said, if I make a song, like he said that he was talking to like music industry people. If I make a song about killing animals, would you do that? Would you pump that through? No. Okay. If I made a song, and I'm paraphrasing here, but the message is still the same. So if I made a video, a song, an album about destroying the environment, would that sell? No. If I make a song about killing black people, would you do that? And then he said, like, without a doubt, the dude was like, oh, well, yeah, we'd have to think about that. Because that's the message. That's what rap music is these days. I'ma kill you. I'ma beat you up. Yeah, I'm real for that. I'm real for harming people that look like me. That sells. So that's the image that they want to continue to portray. Like I talked about one of my videos yesterday. Go look at women entertainers. They started off, like, especially in female rap groups, they start off wearing suits, wearing dresses, all that type of stuff. But then over time, they went from wearing suits and dresses and shit to being butt ass naked on stage. And that's okay. To be a bad bitch is okay these days. Because we've heard it so much. Repetition is the key to learning. If young people, like young children, have been hearing this message since they were 6 years old to now, what do you think that their reality is going to look like? It's like young men be like treating all women like bitches and hoes because that's all they hear in their favorite rap songs. Their favorite rappers are saying that, so that's what it is. Young little girls are saying, oh, I have to be a sexual deviant to get attention that I want. No. On both sides of the aisle, it's like we have like completely disregarded our intellect, our creativity, but we have all funneled ourselves when it comes to this music industry, the being in the actor, all this, what's it say, entertainment industry. Oh, if you want this role, you have to do a sex scene, you have to do a nude role. Why can't we just have strong women that are like very, and I'm not saying they don't exist, but what the mainstream is into. It's like, why can't we have a woman, like, first of all, why can't we have like a woman movie where she's clothed the entire time, she makes an impact, she's powerful, but there's no sex involved, not even a make-out scene, just no sex whatsoever, and let's make her a character that we remember for the rest of our lives. You know, every good Netflix movie or movie or series or whatever, there's always got to be some grotesque, in your face nudity and sex scenes. Go look at House of Cards, something about freaking politics, and then like all of a sudden there's butt cheeks, titties, and like a little, like, what's that movie show, Euphoria? I'm not sure that's on Netflix. I haven't watched it, but nevertheless, like, I've seen people complaining about there's just too many dicks in the screen now. It's like everything is in your face now. There's no room for imagination anywhere. Now we got dudes that are butt ass naked on the screen, and we don't see us just devolving into primal little animals that need sex to be entertaining. This is why I talked about the semen retention stuff. This is why I talk about get rid of pornography. That's why I say clean up the music. Don't get me wrong, there's balance in the world. And yes, if you look at it as purely just entertainment, sure. But when you take in that entertainment enough, that's still going to change your reality. Bringing it full circle so I can end this video off. It's like, we need to change it up. You know, it's like, the songs that have the crazy wordplay, you know, like double, triple, quadruple entendres go over people's heads because it's like, but he won't talking about how he was gonna shoot him though. She won't talking about how she was gonna pop that pussy for a real nigga though. So I don't really care to sit here and dissect the lyrics. Yo, you a music nerd if you sit here and actually look at the lyrics. Once again, I use that voice on purpose, but you know what I'm saying? And then we're at the point with female, sorry, I know I said I was going to wrap this up, but I had another thought. You know, female empowerment now. See, you're looking at it from a male's perspective. I'm saying I'm a bitch in a good way. Huh? Make it make sense to me. Like, don't get me wrong, the English language is some trash, but you got this whole book called a dictionary that you can call yourself as a woman. You can call I don't give a damn. You start calling yourself, I'm a badass grass. I'm a badass water. I'm a badass water tower. It don't make no damn sense. But of all the words that you could have used, you want to call yourself a bitch and then try to make that word good. Just like on the male end of the spectrum, it's like, yeah, I'm a real nigga. Yeah, a real nigga stand 10 toes down. A real nigga. Of all the words that you can choose, you chose bitch and nigga. And you're trying to make those a good thing. Why? I am abundant. I am affluent. I am a king, queen, princess. I'm a god, goddess. You know, I'm a ruler. I'm a leader. I am creative. I'm all these words that you could be using to title yourself, but we somehow funneled them all into bitch and nigga, and we're trying to make that good instead of just using a higher powered word to describe ourselves. Why? Because media, the entertainment industry, the things that are always in our face, the things that are pushed to us are controlling us. Like Kendrick said, I'm backtracking it all the way to the beginning. Like Kendrick said in one of his songs, and I'm sure I've heard it before, but like it's fresh in my head now. It's like the media is the new religion. You know, people give more attention. I'm going off. This might end up being like an hour-long video, but it's like where was I going with that? It's like the media is the new religion. People give more credence, give more attention. Where attention goes, energy goes. People give a lot more attention to YouTube, Instagram, Twitter than they do their own church, their own synagogue, their own mosque. Go ask, I'm not sure if I'm not even gonna say the religious guy. I always get them all mixed up. But like, go ask this person, have you been reading your Quran today? Have you been reading your Torah? Have you been doing your affirmations? Have you been doing your meditations? Have you been reading your Bible? So why is it that in a 40, let's make it a work shift. In a 40-hour work shift, you probably gave 15 minutes to your spiritual belief, your religion, but you've been giving all this attention to the media. You know, red pill, blue pill. It's like, you know, like when it comes to men, it's like, okay, manosphere, yo, fuck it, we're going off. It's like, okay, men. Right? I don't know how we snowballed into this, but we just gonna go till I'm done talking. It's one of those. This is what this video turned into. It's like, you know, men, You sit here all day looking at red pill YouTube, looking at like things like dudes just bashing women. Yeah, women do this, women do. Now, don't get me wrong. They have some points. And then on the other side of the spectrum, women see things from a different perspective because they think differently and they say some stuff that you need to find balance in. I like purple pill, red pill, blue pill. Okay, those are polarities. Let's get in the middle here and let's think for ourselves. But for those of you that watch nothing but red pill content, alpha male, oh, if you want to be alpha, you need to do this and you need to do that. Sometimes I be looking at these alpha males and I be like, yo, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, if a woman isn't doing this, you don't need to have her in your life. If a woman isn't doing that every day, bro, you can't even act like a solid alpha male every single day. But if she don't do all these crazy things that you have in your brain, she's automatically not a woman? You know, on the other end of the spectrum, like I said, like one of my videos, like I was like, a lot of times these women are acting more like prostitutes than anything else because I observe the power of women. So when, oh, you can't get none of this unless you make $500,000 a year. Okay, how many people make that and how many people would want that type of individual? So what makes you special? Well, if he say, I got to do all this, I ain't doing that. So this man that has all these options, you think that he's going to settle for the one woman that's not going to do the things that he's expecting? What's all bringing in? Masculine and feminine, the balance, the yin and yang, the light and the dark and the light. Everything on this planet has a masculine and feminine property. Some people, some men are way too far in their masculine. We are hyper logical. It makes sense to us because if you think about it like this is what we're looking for. Yes, I get that. However, you need to be a little bit more balanced about, okay, sure, if I get all of these things, will that woman be happy doing all of that for me every single day as you spoke? Huh? No, she more than likely wouldn't. Well, I'll just replace the bitch. Okay, you know what I'm saying? So how about you just dial it back a little bit, but well, I would like this and that and this, but I know I'm very set in my ways. I'm very a man of principles, but I will say, you know, what is it that you will and wouldn't do? Okay, I can live without that. Okay, I can live without that. Nah, that's a big deal for me. And then you start to find a little bit of balance, a little bit of wiggle room, meeting each other in the middle. Ladies, not everything should be dictated by what a man can give you. Yes, I get it. We are the providers, but you are the comforters and you are the creators of life. So when your man is actually being a little bit emotional with you and going through some things, a lot of women will look at their man and be like, ugh, look at him being all, is he crying? Ew, oh my God, I thought I had me a real man. Whoa, hold up, sweetheart. We are human too, or what you want to call, but for the sake of this video, it's like we're normal people too. We have emotions. Men do cry. I cry. Not often, but you know what I'm saying? Now, of course, ladies, I'll give you a little benefit. If he crying every damn day, all right, I can give you that. You know, but like if he's like just going through something for like a period of time, in the moment that you start to see this, you just abandon said man, you skipped out on providing your role. Okay, damn, I know my man is going through something right now. Let me sit here and do what I can as a woman to make him happy again. Even if I gotta do some things that I don't want to do to make him happy, I need to see my king powerful again. You know what I'm saying? A lot of women don't want to do that these days. So ladies, I know, if I'm going to get this and this because I am deserving of all of this and you are deserving of the greatest. But both sides of us, we need to remember that our scope, our view of relationships these days have been significantly tarnished even by the people trying to help. Men get together with men and we talk about women. That don't make no sense. Women get together with women and they talk about men, what men want, what men think. That don't make no sense. Then, when you look at a lot of these red pill manosphere videos, they, don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to be disrespectful, you know what I'm saying? I'm just talking from my perspective. I could have my own level of ignorance. But then you get onto the media and like, even in these videos, like not to like, you know, shout anybody out because they taught me, they put me up on game for some things. But some of this stuff, I'd be like, all right, I don't agree with all that. But like the Fresh and Fit podcast, it's like they be finding the most bad bitch mentality women, and I say with the bad bitch, like I say it like that on purpose, because they're like these women that are all done up, all these long ass fake nails, fake hair, fake everything, and then you be getting their perspective, and that's supposed to speak for all women. That is not the case. That's not the case. You know what I mean? It's like I'd be looking at that. I'm like, okay, you're highlighting some things. This is what immature mindset little girls. Once again, I try my best to use girls, women, all that type of stuff. But this is the mindset of girls. So when you bring them on the podcast and like dudes, like they be talking about, oh, women are replaceable and blah 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 blah. They teach like young men this type of stuff, without like really explaining the balance that they in their real lives, I'm not speaking for them, but people like that in that world, in their real lives, they're a lot more compassionate than they let on their platforms, because the viewership likes that energy, so they keep giving it to them. But in their real lives, I'm not speaking for them, but other people out there, it's like in their free time, they're washing their wives' feet. They're massaging their girls' feet. Even like the little fuck buddies. You know, they sitting there, they taking care of them, spoiling them and doing all this type of stuff. But then, no, you don't give a woman nothing. If she's not doing this for you, you don't do this. Hey. So what is it that you want? Okay, love you, boo-boo bear. That's the world that we live in. You know, all this media manipulation has destroyed us. There is a reason why divorce rates are so high. You know, having a conversation with my one of my friends, she'd be like, but some of the things that you say just sound like such old school male mentality and blah 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 blah. But I'd be like, tell me where I'm wrong though. You know, and then that's where we go with that logic versus emotion, and we have to find that balance. But sometimes I'd be like, look, I know I say some stuff, but if you were to give me like a counter argument, then I'd be, oh shit, I learned something. But like, you know, women, y'all have to take accountability for this, which is something that a lot of people as individuals just don't do. But ladies, it's like, you know, it's like, okay, you and me are having a conversation. And I say some alpha male, quote, quote, alpha male shit. And you as a woman like, you wildin'. I'd be like, well, okay, now tell me why. It just doesn't make sense. Like, it just doesn't make sense. So I'm just supposed to change my way of thinking because you said that it doesn't make sense? That's when y'all have to find the balance in your logical side of your brains. Yes, you are the emotional ones. We are the logical ones. We need to find our emotions. Y'all need to find your logic. Meet us halfway here. You know, both sides need to start doing this more. That just doesn't make sense. I just don't like that. I just feel that that's great, but that's not enough for me to change my mind. It's that just goes to show that you cannot rationalize your behaviors, your thoughts. Me, if you ask me why I believe this, because X, Y, Z, and the third. Why do you believe that? I don't know. I just did it because. And I'm supposed to look at you with my hyperlogical mind like I just did that because and accept that as an acceptable answer? I feel like we all just need to really sit down with ourselves, turn the lights off and sit in the goddamn dark. And just really sit back, like just go on a dopamine fast. Don't get on social media. Don't get on Twitter. Don't get on YouTube. Don't even watch movies for like a solid 2 days. Just sit with yourself. Go for a damn walk in the park. Go reflect at the lake. You know what I'm saying? I'm in the middle of the field here in Wyoming. Go for a walk. Go see how you feel about the dirt. Go see what you think. Not what society wants you to think. Not what you're thinking just so you fit in. But go with what you think. And then after you get really comfortable with yourself, then you start to tailor it just a little bit here and there, just to make sure that you don't transform, that you don't mold back into or fall back into the herd-like mentality that a lot of us don't know that we're a part of. You know? They say chivalry is dead and women killed it. I get what they're saying with that, but fuck no. I'm always going to open the door for a woman. You know, it's like, now if you want to run and grab the door, then you can be all masculine if you want to, but you're not going to allow me to be a man in your life. You know, it's a let me do man things for you. There are gender roles, you know, but like I say, like I'm bringing it back. It's like the entertainment industry, our media, our social medias, our entertainment media has been destroying our minds of how we look at one another, because we look at one another because we see nothing but imperfection. But if all you see is imperfection, you are the source. You are the light that shines the light on the world. So if all you see is imperfection, what are you to yourself? You can only see what you believe. You know, I think I talked about this before, and I might make this its own separate video. I'm not sure if I did or not. But nevertheless, it's like, if someone's nice to you, like if you have the image of someone that you hate, everything that person is going to do is going, in your mind, is going to be filtered through your belief system of that person. So even if they give you a cookie, let's say, hey, here's a cookie. The fuck you giving me this cookie for? Oh, look at you. You just trying to get on my good side. No, the person could be like, no, I just had enough cookies. I ate like 5 of them and now my stomach kind of hurting and I don't want to throw them away and I don't feel like saving them because I don't want to eat them later. So I'm giving it to you. That's all that was there. But through your filter, through your lens, you're just seeing it as that person that you don't like. Therefore, everything that they do from this point forward will be something that you don't like. On the flip side of that, someone is telling you that your girl ain't shit, your man ain't shit. And you bet, no, they're the greatest. Oh my God, my schnookums will never do that to me. Oh my God, no, he would never. And then it's like, so like he does this. Oh, he's doing that because he loves me. Oh, he's doing that because he loves me. Oh, he's just doing that because he cares. Oh, he's just doing that. You'll make excuses for people that you love. There were going to be the people that go out there and defend all the people that I brought up. You know what I'm saying? Because they're the fans of them. Everything that they say is law, and you will follow them to the end. You are part of the beehive. If you're a Beyonce fan, you call yourself a Barbie. You call yourself a fake doll following after some woman that's wearing pink wigs. You know what I'm saying? With a fake butt, fake titties. I'll be like, oh my God, you are literally like aligning yourself with another group, another herd of people. I don't think dudes have things like that, but like even like streamers, I'm just making this up. My fellow spiritual scientists, I'm ProfessorMBS. What's good, my spiritual scientists? How you guys doing today? It's like, that's weird. I'm all about individuality. Yes, if you find people that are like-minded like you, sure. But I'm saying, don't just be part of the herd. Think for yourself. And then if you like it, then go for it. Who am I? Ignore everything I said. If you sat with yourself and this is the life that you want to live, keep on going. But you and I will never meet. You and I will never get along with one another. You and I will never share the same space for a prolonged period of time because our energies are just too freaking different. Once you get comfortable with yourself, once you love yourself, you are just going to move in your own life in a way that brings you happiness, ways that are conducive to bringing in the greatest good for you as an individual, as a person living this life. This is your life. Why are you letting somebody else dictate what you do? And it's like, I'm not going to use particular words, but we're going there because I told you my mind is all over the place with this one. It's like you let somebody on the TV, someone on your phone screen tell you what to do with your life. You let people tell you that you have to take a certain medical procedure, if you catch my drift, because, it's out there. And you, minding your own business, you will have never known it. You will have kept living life as normal. But the person on the screen said it, so therefore, the person on the screen said that it's okay to wear this type of clothing. The person on the screen said that it's okay to do this and that. Let's go ahead and ruffle some feathers. It's like, once again, if you made the decision, I will give you the respect for making the decision in your own life, whether you made it on your own free will or not. But like for people that, like for men that can look in their pants, people that are born male, look in their pants and say, I'm going to cut my dick off. That's weird to me. I just don't see that as something like, if you were plopped down in the middle of nature, would that be your first thought? I'm born with this thing. Instead of exploring it and figuring out how it works, I'm going to cut it off. Self-mutilization. That's how I see it. You were born as a woman with the womb, the literal cradle of life. And you said, no, I don't want that. I want that thing though. That don't make no sense to me. I don't know. Like, it's like, to me, that is like, this could be me implanting my own thoughts. But like I said, I want you to agree with me. I want you to disagree with me. This is why I'm not scared to go here, because I want you to be real with yourself. What do you believe? What do you believe? I believe we are all born perfect. We are born as a shining light. When you are children, you can see ghosts. You can communicate with spirits. You have friends in other dimensions as a child. Your imaginary friends are real to you because that level of imagination is real. But through our education, through these things called schools, these concentration camps, we're taught to be a certain type of way. Now and once again, with that same logic, now they're trying to teach kids about sexuality at like 5 years old. Rainbows are not the pretty things. Rainbows, even though Skittles are still like a trap, but nevertheless, rainbows aren't candy. Rainbows are, this is a way that, hey, do you want to be gay, little Timmy? You want to be gay, right? Yeah, it's okay to be gay. No, I just want to go play basketball with but you want to be gay, right? It's okay. But if you don't like being gay, then that's homophobic. So now we got kids that are being brought up thinking that. And then for the strong-willed children out there, they're going to be alienated at a young age because they don't get down with the program that's being taught to them. You know what I'm saying? Then as we grow up and we start to find our favorite singers, our favorite rappers, like I'm trying my best to summarize this, but I'm probably going to get triggered by something else. It's like, then all of a sudden, it's not cool because like in middle school, it's not cool to be smart. Haha, nerd, look at him with a 4.0 GPA. Of course, as an adult, like, GPAs and all that crap doesn't matter, but, this was moved through the timelines. It's like, it's nerd, look at him with his glasses. Look at him not sagging his pants, having his ass hanging out. What? So because he's wearing a belt and he has his shirt tucked in, and he's not letting, as a man especially, not having his ass hanging out. Oh my God, look at her. She dresses so boring, wearing skirts, covering up. So because she doesn't have her titties hanging all out, as a young little girl, middle school, high school logic, she's weird. Oh, you'll never get a guy. Well, this woman's going to be respectful to herself and respect her body, and she's going to find her nice, a young boyfriend, whether they last the test of time or not. It's like, nevertheless, she's going to find her a nice young man that respects her. And then she's going to be the one that's married. Well, meanwhile, you going to be 30, 40, 50 years old, be like, look at that, look at it, look at you dressing. Oh my God, show some skin, girl. Show some skin, girl. 30 years old, single. 40 years old, single. 50 years old, single. Now you hate men. Maybe we've all been duped. Maybe we've all been lied to, and we've been being pressed lies for so long that we began to believe them. All of us at some point have lied about something so long that we started to believe it. We started to believe it. I've definitely been the kid that told my parents I did my homework, and there was a point where I went outside like, I did everything I was supposed to do. I lied so much. There was a time I remember in middle school, I had my mom beat my ass too. I remember that shit. But Miss Bailey's class in algebra, I had 12 zeros, 12 missing homework assignments because I would always tell myself I'm gonna do it. And then I never did. So then when my parents asked me, did I do everything I was supposed to do? Yup. And I started saying that lie so many times, it became my new muscle memory. Yup, I did it. I would just say it without a second thought until them progress reports came home. 0, 0, 0. Oh, you have a D in the class and such, and blah, 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 blah. So then the lies caught up to me, which brings me full circle so I can end this video. You're living the lie. So not only did you create a whole facade or persona for yourself, but then you created more baggage that you have to carry with you. And you now have to remember not only who you truly are, but you have to remember the lies that you've told and who you told them to and who may know about it. And then what if that lie circles back to that one person that knows the truth? You see how much of a spiral that we've been living in because we're living and believing all of these lies, whether they're our own or the lies that are being pushed to us by media. I had to breathe on that one. Love yourself, people. Love yourself and do what makes you happy. Ask yourself, does this bring me to my highest good? Does this media content that I am perceiving, does this bring me to my highest good? Can I separate this from being simply entertainment? Can I live without this? Because if you're one of those people that says, I can't go a day without listening to Cardi B or Gucci Mane or Lil Bibby, you know what I'm saying? It's like, you got to really think about that. You have now formed some type of emotional attachment to some character. I don't think anybody's name is Lil Bibby. I'm not saying that he's the worst, but he does talk about you ain't gang, I'm gonna shoot you because you ain't real. You ain't a real nigga. So if you ain't shooting people, you ain't real. That type of stuff. That's why I brought his name up. I don't like to speak on people like that. But I gotta give examples. I'm using these characters that are used on this. I'm not talking about the people. I'm talking about the characters. It's like, I don't know, man. It's like, I like the art. I love Lil Baby. I love his voice. I love the vibe that he be, not the vibe, you know what I'm saying? But my dark side likes it, but that's what I'm saying. Like, that feeds my dark side. That's my balance. That's my truth. That's the way I walk right now. But one day I'll be like, I'm feeding my dark side too much. It's time for me to go get a book. It's time for me to go read the Kabbalion. It's time for me to go connect with my crystals a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? Find the balance in your life. You know, I talk about with health. You know, I'm a healthy person, but sometimes I'll eat something that's uncharacteristic of me. I'm like, oh, why'd I eat that? I mean, it was nice and all, but damn, I had that little moment, that impulse, but okay, I had that moment, but let me get back to me. Be able to calibrate yourself. Find the balance in yourself. Love yourself. If this thing is harming you, stop doing it. You know? Be able to look outside of yourself for a little bit. Look at yourself from a third person view. If someone was acting like you, what would you be saying about that person? Oh, look at them. Oh, look at this. Look at that. I do this thing with myself all the time. Damn, why don't he just go talk to somebody? Damn, why doesn't he go be more social? Why don't he just go do this? You know what I'm saying? I do these things to myself. I practice what I preach. Anyway, I'm just going to wrap this up before I go down another snowball avalanche, mental avalanche of thought. You know what I'm saying? If I pissed you off, good. If you agreed with me, good. You know, I just want y'all all to think. Think for yourself. This life is supposed to be beautiful and happy. If you're too busy living your life for other people, you'll never find that happiness. You have one you. I know I talk about my personalities and stuff, but they're all me. They're all me. There's only one you. You only get one. Some people say that you only get one life. Okay, make it the best. You only get one you. Show as much love and admiration as you do to these fake ass characters and celebrities. Love yourself that much. All that energy you're sending to them, return it to yourself for a month and see how different your life looks. Till the next one, y'all. Peace.